All right, guys, get my watch list done early this weekend. Let's start with the SPY. Here's the daily chart. You know what? If you look where the SPY sits right now, and you just go back, I don't know, 2.5, maybe 3 weeks, it is literally you can put a line at the lows here and the highs here. It's kind of in the middle of its last 2 or 3 weeks range, which might explain why on these looking at charts every night, I can't find too much that I'm in love with, but then we have morning gap plays to add to the list and intraday news plays and stuff. So we always find something to trade, but I don't know. I have a lot of trouble lately finding some standouts. So, but here's my attempt at Monday's watch. Let's keep in mind when you watch my video, I'm looking for stocks that might give me an intraday trade on Monday. I'm in cash every night, so just looking for A plus intraday setups from stocks on this list. All right. Anyway, SRNE, man, look at that, over $500 million traded. That's crazy on Friday. I traded this once and made about $900 something on the trade, and I was thrilled. I missed the big move. So my first trade and only trade in this was a pullback play that I announced in chat. Several of you got it with me. So that worked out pretty well, but massive volume. Nobody knows what's going to happen on Monday. And it closed probably pretty close to the middle of its range. So anyway, definitely want to keep that on watch. Man, that had my platform on TradeStation freezing up. There was so much volume coming through. All right, ACB, pot stock. Massive volume, pretty strong close. We definitely want to watch that tomorrow. And because of that, I put Tilray on watch at TLRY. I looked at a bunch of the pot stocks. None of the charts look decent. Tilray was maybe the one closest to breaking out of a range, and it's not at all, right? But some of the others, I'll just show you a couple real quick. Cron, right? I mean, it's got more overhead resistance over the past month. CGC, same thing, in my opinion. Well, CGC looks better than Cron, in my opinion, but that might be worth watching too. I chose Tilray. It's not that far from a breakout. So if the pot stocks, if ACB gets that group moving, suffice it to say, I'm going to put Tilray on watch as well. BXRX, I don't know that I've ever traded this thing. Relatively new issue. Looks like it went public back here in November of 2019. And a pretty ugly chart, but nice volume on Friday. Closing off its high, so maybe we get a red to green or some kind of follow-through day. ONCY. ONCY had this pop about a week ago, and it doesn't look like much, but it went from 171 to 224, which percentage-wise is actually pretty good, and now kind of flagging. So I'm going to watch for a possible flag break there. MGNX. This one's weird. I didn't know whether to put it on watch or not. It had this massive move. Then sellers came in, and then it ripped to new highs again. Then a couple red days. Then a massive gap down. Now you got a couple green days after the gap down. So it's really in no man's land. You could argue you've got some longs from up here still caught and some shorts from the gap down still caught. And it's really literally in no man's land. The reason I put it on watch is because, let's see, Thursday it hit 26.21. Friday closed at its highs around 25.80. So I can't help but think if it maybe breaks 26, you could call that Thursday high of 26.21 a possible catalyst. I don't know. Maybe my least favorite on the list, though, because it's, again, in no man's land. I actually feel like I put what I would call filler on the list today just so I could have a full list. And there's a few on here that probably don't deserve to be on the list, but I couldn't find much, all right, to explain that. So PVAC, PVAC, oil and gas play, really nice pop a couple weeks ago. And it's really just still coiling. So I'm looking for an upside breakout on that one. If I don't get any kind of setup, I won't take a trade. APT, really nice volume on Thursday. And then on Friday, just a quiet inside day. They're a mask maker. I don't think that whole theme is going away for quite a while. Maybe through 16 on Monday. Then you've got Friday's high of 16.16, just above, and then maybe it runs to this. So I do like that one maybe through 16. But keep in mind, it closed below 15. So we'll have to see if it sets up at all. This is a handsome looking chart, this HOME. You had this pop to about $3, I think. Topped out at 301 back here the other day, hit 312, and now it's kind of cup and handle-ish. And so back through 3, it might take out that 312 and break out. I do like the looks of this chart and the volume coming in lately. RMBL, I threw a penny stock on watch. What can I say? But it's not a bad looking chart. The 2-day run back here topped out at 79 cents. Then it put in a lower high right here at 61 cents and kind of coiling. So certainly over 61 cents, then it's kind of possibly going to make a run to this high here, which what I said was 79 cents. I don't love the penny stocks though, but I am going to keep it on a chart. Mark, M-A-R-K, just another red day. Had this crazy move from 40 cents to over 260. Now 4 red days in a row. It did get down into what we call the buy zone on Friday. No trades in it, and really what I'd love to see is a somewhat narrow range all day, and then an afternoon high of day breakout. We could get a kind of a bounce / squeeze in Mark. So that one does deserve a chart. And then VTIQ, really strong move back here. Then the gap up, and you got 3 red days since the gap up. So this one goes on bounce watch. Hopefully we will find some gappers in the pre-market on Monday as well. We should find plenty to trade, but just understand I'm not in love with this list, but I only need 1 or 2 of these to give me a decent setup, and I can get my daily goal, right? So let's just focus on A+ only in the chat room on Monday, and looking forward to it. We'll see you on Monday.